Hello guys, welcome once again to our channel. So we just want to talk about yesterday's episode of The Real Housewives of Atlanta. Firstly, I'm going to say I was disappointed in the episode. I found myself sleeping ah, during the episode. Like I found myself literally sleeping when the episode was airing. I had to rewatch it on YouTube to know whether there were some parts that I did miss out. But that was how boring it was. I don't know if you guys felt that same way about the episode.
I definitely did. I mean, I kept rewinding and rewinding, and I'm like, what did I miss? What, huh? It was just really exhausting to give it that much energy because it was really boring. It had a few little highlights, and that was it. Very few.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
agree. A few little highlights. I agree.
So let's talk about the first thing, and let's talk about Brew. And this song she has been talking about, this music video about her song. She's so proud about that music, about that song. Like every time she keeps on telling us, "Oh, I had 30,000 streams." Like I love that she's proud about her accomplishments. It's not easy to have such accomplishments, and the effort she's putting towards the music and everything. But what got me like start thinking was the fact that her husband was not supposed to be the model for her music video, but and later on, it seems like the guy that was supposed to be there literally had another plans, or he missed the date and they had to choose her husband. I felt like she probably did that not because I felt like the guy didn't really miss the day. She did that because the husband was already feeling somehow because of he was not going to be the model and another guy, because she just said, "Oh, I want this to be about marriage, our family, our life." And I'm like, she's fighting so much. You can literally see that she's fighting so much to keep her family like together, to now look that now the family is literally scattered. I felt bad because you could see the effort she was putting into trying to make this her family work. Even with her music video, she was still trying to make her husband be in it, even when he was not supposed to be. So I felt a certain way about her. I don't know how you felt like the husband. Like, did you feel like the part that the guy did not make it? Did you feel like she purposely did that, or the
Um,
guy didn't really make it?
I just okay. First off, let's start with her singing. Okay, I haven't heard like even a fourth of a song all the way through. You know,
Not a fourth.
yeah, I haven't heard anything. Seriously. Maybe I need to see if I can download her to my playlist or something. But the only thing with that is if I don't like it, I don't know how to get it off my playlist. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
So I, I'm gonna have to like YouTube her or something, just to see if I can hear her vocal abilities. What I did hear was little snips. It sounds nice, you know, I'll give her that. As far as the video goes, look, if I'm married, there will be no other love interest in my video besides my husband. You know what I'm saying? Okay, he may not have the perfect pecs and you know what I'm saying, but like she ain't got the perfect body either. So the video would have been just fine, but she let the other guy, who's the little producer, talk her into, oh, well, we need models and whoop, whoop, whoop. And, I wouldn't have never went for it. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not going to make my husband feel some type of way for somebody else just to make a video. You know what I'm saying? So maybe the guy took a look at her and said, hey, look, nah, I'm not about to do this with her. So I passed. Maybe he had another job. You know, who knows? But I would have never even put my husband in that predicament because it kind of made it feel like he's second choice. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't believe it. I think that that was like just a whole little, I guess, scene she was trying to set up. Maybe I'm missing something here because it's like I don't know her. I know she said that she was in Set It Off. I never saw that movie. The only thing I do remember her from was that TLC movie, and she did a great job with that. But is she some sort of a big time star and I just don't know her? Like, I mean, I don't get it. It's like she's some star in her own head. Now, I did hear her sing a little bit at Candace's thing, and she did sound nice, but for her to be having a music video and setting up all this stuff, and who is she? Like, I don't understand. Why did they feel that they needed to cast her on this show? And it seems like she's always trying to act. I don't believe that this persona that she's showing us is real. And one of the ladies did mention this. I think it was Sanya who was saying that, she kind of just turns it on and off. Like you could have a conversation with her, and then as soon as they start filming, she then just changes her persona. And now she's, hello? Who said that?
Yeah. Oh, no.
Oh,
I
okay.
don't think
That
anybody
she's
said anything.
she's acting out a scene. Like, they said she could be real cool with you. You're talking on the phone or whatever. And then you go to film a scene and she's bringing up stuff that she's got an issue with you. I don't understand her. I just think that she's just acting all the time. I don't think that this was real. I think that the husband was going to be in the video all along, that was just something that she just set up. And all of her little punchlines, whatever, they just always fall flat. Like last year when she threw the bone at Shereé, like she's so corny to me. And like I said, she just seems to be a star in her own mind because I don't even know this woman. So can you guys enlighten me? Is she some sort of like a big time star or something like in the music world and film, and television? Like who is this lady?
I really haven't seen her other than the TLC and the Housewives. Other than
Okay.
that, I,
So like
I don't
what
know her.
why? So like what's with all the fanfare? Like when we first met her last season, she had all of these assistants. What do you need these assistants for? Who are you and what do you do? Anyway, I'll mute my mic.
Okay.
Um,
Hi, ladies.
Hey, look who came.
Hey.
Hey.
How you guys doing today?
Fine. How are you?
I'm alrighty. I'm on the run a little bit, but I just wanted to come in and tell you ladies hi because I did want to support. I'm going to leave it on while I run out so you can get your views. But I
Oh,
just
thank
wanted
you.
to say something real quick. Drew, do you remember the show, The Game?
I
Yeah.
only watched like the first season of that. I didn't watch
She
any
was
others.
on The Game. She
Okay.
actually Drew is she did, from a child, she did little scenes and stuff like that. Her mother had her into acting and stuff as a child in little projects. So performing was always her thing, you know what I mean?
Hmm.
But I think what it is with Drew is, and the girl could sing her butt off, but it's not about having a voice, it's having the right music, the right song, and the right people backing you. Because we know a lot of singers that ain't out here. You know what I mean? That got good voices. So Drew does have a good voice, but I don't think she really has the right people around her to push that. Now, I think Drew is one of those type of girls, right? That really wasn't so secure because people made her feel away and she does anything to fit in and she's not authentic, you know what I mean? She like, I don't think she's comfortable in her own skin, because she has to pretend too much, or she wants people to like her too much, and she puts on this front. But I don't think her and her husband is a good match. I think they are really not in a good place.
Hmm.
And I think they look uncomfortable together. And um I think Sonya got a lot of damn nerve talking about Drew, because Sonya's another fake one that flip floppy and got another attitude when the cameras go off. Even with just different scenes, she
Yeah.
switches like a light switch, Sonya too. You know what I mean? So I think that's where Drew and Sonya don't really mesh, because they're both one and the same. It's like the devil and the angel being in the room, and the only people that know the devil and the angel is the devil and the angel. And the devil runs through the crowd like, don't you get near me. I know you see me. You know what I mean? It's that type of thing, because her and Sonya are the same type. Sonya wants to fit in so bad when they really don't have to, because Drew has been out longer than, besides Kenya, because Kenya's older, as far as when in Miss America. Drew's credits, she has been in the industry a little longer than them, because she's been in the industry since she was 6 years old. You
Oh,
know what I mean? Her
yeah.
looks have changed, because when I go back and look at her younger pictures, it's like, oh, that was her. Oh. You know what I mean? I don't know if she got some work done, but she kind of looked different. But it could be you just grow up and, some things switch. But I don't think she's a good fit. I don't think she has good chemistry with anybody on the show. So it's always going to look forced to me. You know what I mean?
Right.
I'm really saddened by a lot of the women on the show, because I'm a strong minded woman. And when I see women like puppets and followers and that don't have a mind of their own, that bothers me. The way they was flocking to Kandi, and that when Kandi and Marlo got into it. I'm not a Marlo fan. I am on the fence with Kandi, because I really respect her hustle. I respect, what she's have done for herself, what she was dealt. You know what I mean? So I do respect that in Kandi. But the way they kiss her butt and like, you got to be on my side type of thing is absurd to me. Like, if you see a different view, then she should be able to have a different view. They don't have to always agree with you. You're not always right. Nobody's always right. We don't all handle situations right at the time. So the fake, like, she don't say or do nothing wrong, is crazy to me. And Marlo is wrong, the way she's going about things. But the way they talking about stuff from 20 years ago compared to last month is it's like idiotic. Like, stop it. The girl done did her time for that. Talk about what she's doing today that's wrong. You know what I mean? So I think it's not a fair fight. I think it's unbalanced, and it's starting to look like bullying again. If you're not on Candy's side, then it's a problem. People are gonna, you're gonna be mad at you or whatever. If you agree with Marlo, then you're a pet. I actually feel sorry for Marlo. I don't think she's she should be on the show, because I don't think everybody's not cut out for reality TV. That's how I feel. And I don't think mentally she's there or able to really carry the bag like, sorry. Oh, hold on.
Okay, why she's kind of away. Um, what you guys feel about Courtney still makes me laugh whenever I see her. Like, I know she's the only person that is at Marlo's back, and I respect her for that because, like Ladon said, everybody's like literally at this point ganging up against her, and she is the only one that still sticks to Marlo, irrespective of what they say or how they feel about her. I feel like I'm beginning to see her in a different light from that perspective that she stuck to Marlo no matter what. No matter what anybody calls her on the names anybody is given to her, she still sticks to Marlo.
Well,
And I respect her for that.
yeah, well, I, I'm gonna stick to my guns with Courtney. You know what I'm saying? I just kind of feel some kind of way. You know what I'm saying? I feel like she tries too
Yes.
hard. You know what I'm saying? Uh,
Yeah.
it's like, I commend her on what she did to help Marlo because, seriously, if we're in the same social circle, and if it's something that I know that I can help you with, because I want to see us all win. That's where I'm at in life. You know what I'm saying? So if I
Yeah.
got some valuable information that I can pass on to you to help you grow or help you change situations, I'm gonna do it.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? So kudos to her on that. But I'm just gonna sit back and I'm just my eyes on her, because I still don't know what's up with her though. You know,
With the other one, what's her name? Who are you talking about? The
Courtney.
Courtney.
Courtney. Yeah, I'm with you on that. I'm on the fence where I don't know her angle yet
yeah,
because the way she came on and that was kind of petty too.
yeah,
Like, you know me, you don't know me. Like, who's beefing over stuff like you really trying to, you grown woman with kids, you're creating an issue over that?
yeah,
Like, so but I'm like you. Let's pull each other up.
yeah.
If I have avenues or know people or can help you, I do like that about her,
Hmm.
so maybe some people are quirky, but she's still, but they got a good heart. Maybe she's that. So we got to keep an eye out on her.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I just want to share. I got a new job, guys. I just got the call.
Oh,
Oh,
congratulations.
congratulations.
I'm
Congratulations.
so nervous because this is going to be my first job since my husband passed away because I got so depressed and stayed stuck in the house. So I'm trying to get back out there. So I'm really nervous. My anxiety is out the roof, but I'm ready.
I think
Don't
you're
do
going to be fine, especially the way you articulate yourself when you come on the panel.
Yeah,
You're going to be great.
yeah.
I'm nervous, but I got God walking with me and I'm going for it, you
Oh,
know?
baby, I'm sending you love and light.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
But could you believe Courtney got that man? Her baby daddy is the dude from Groove Theory.
Yes.
I was like, what?
No.
Because he seemed like he like high maintenance women. I get it, but her voice could be annoying.
Yeah, you're
Like
right.
that high pitched voice all the
Right.
time.
She does seem kind of homely. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she seems a little,
And what does she do? What is her background? What is her job?
She has an online store. I know she sells like boutique type stuff, earrings.
Oh, I thought she was some type of therapist or something.
Oh,
What?
really?
Ah,
I didn't hear that. She could be, but
You're right. You're right. Because my cousin is a therapist and she can't control her own damn kids or her man. I'm like, well, damn.
oh my goodness.
I was like, yo, her son going crazy in school. He's 6 years old, flipping out. The boyfriend, I don't know. I'm like, and you're a therapist? Like, yo, I don't want to go to your clinic.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Bless her heart, though. Bless her heart.
yeah, but I thought she was some type of
Hmm.
therapist or some type of coach, life coach.
Hmm. Life coach?
Well,
really?
I,
I never
that's
heard
what I
about
was.
that.
That's what I was under the impression of.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe that's why she's taking Marlo under her wing.
Yeah, I could be mistaken though. I could be mistaken.
You know what I am happy about with Marlo? I'm happy that Marlo is showing that she is willing to work on herself.
Yeah,
She's willing to do therapy. She's willing to talk to people to try to be a better person. But it's hard to try to be a better person when you got people constantly reminding you of your bad. Because I think it gets blown out of proportion when Marlo feels attacked, ganged up on.
yeah, but she's in the business where you gotta have tough skin. If you
You're
don't,
right.
you shouldn't be there. You know what I'm
So
saying?
So
I
my
mean,
point to that is if you have to have tough skin, when they say something to her and then she say something back, why is it so gutter when you're supposed to have tough skin, right? If the good is good for the goose is good for the gander.
true.
I mean, like when Marlo says shade or do something, it's like, oh my God, it's so gutter. But yet when they fling shade, it's like, okay.
Yeah, theirs has sprinkles on it.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't get it. You know,
Oh boy, Candy. Poor Candy. They rough on her. Do
And
y'all like
I
Candy?
I'm I'm kind of on the fence. I'm tired of her storyline with her mother and with the husband. I'm just tired of that. I don't think she's not really bringing anything. And now this season, now that Marlo's coming after her, getting, more of Candy. But I'm just tired of the same storyline with her.
And we're getting more from Candy, but we're getting more anger and violence, like Marlo's hitting the bone. You know what I mean? Because
yeah.
she's, yeah.
Marlo seems to know how to go after her. And other,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, Marlo is really
yeah,
getting into Candy skin.
Mm-hmm.
so much,
Mm-hmm.
so very much that her minions have to fight for her.
I mean, she Marlo know how to go at Candy because Candy be, ooh, she be sweating.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my God. But did
You
you see
know,
the way that Candy came for Sanya when she was trying to explain the situation between Marlo when they were having the just Gucci. Did you see the
Mm-hmm.
way Candy came for Sanya? Like she was just trying to explain to you. She was like, I don't want you to be on the defense today. She wasn't trying to be on the defense. She was just trying to make you understand and calm down.
Right.
mhm.
But she was just so like she get in short, her coming into that meeting, she already came in. Her facial expression was like, I'm not here to play. I'm here to cause drama. I'm here to go deep. And the way she told them to shift Marlo's seat, it's like, what's all this for? It wasn't necessary. It's not necessary at all.
Mm-mm-mm.
It was excessive. I was like, as in, it's not like she snatched your husband or she stole from you. Like
Mm-hmm.
telling them to switch seats when she's not sitting down close to you. That felt kind of rude, like in another level of rude
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
her.
Yeah.
That was very rude.
Yeah, but I
And
think Candy's used to everybody kissing her butt, though. She wants because I don't really. If we have a group of friends, right,
Right.
and something's going on with two of the people in our group, I am going to be more of either a sounding board or trying to get you guys to both hear each other out or something like that. But I'm not going to just go on Candy's side if we're trying to be a cohesive group. You know what I mean? Because it starts to look unbalanced.
Right.
I think Candy's really used to everybody flocking to her. You know, Dawn Juan and them, they be right there, right there, right there. They don't got no life, can't have no family, nothing, because they got to be on a 24-hour call for Candy.
Exactly. And where was
That's,
Monyetta? We didn't see her this episode. She wasn't
listen,
invited to the lunch?
I'm going to tell you about Monyetta. See, Monyetta messed up. You heard my, Monyetta messed
Yes, I
up.
did.
You know why? Because she had a chance. Before Monyetta, I was already aware of her because of Neo and all that. So she already had my compassion for the way he did her, right? So when Manyata, and she's got good friends outside the show, Toya and Tiny and those are her girls. So those are good people to me. I like those girls. So my thing, if Manyetta would have came on as an individual who was Candy's friend, I would have respected her more than coming on as Candy's friend and Candy's lapdog,
Mm.
scared to stand on her own or be have her own mind.
Right.
So that's where Monyetta is going to fall flat because the more scenes they have, and the more Monyetta's going to go against Marlo, really because of Kandi, because you really don't have a beef with her. Your beef is because of Kandi. Let's keep it up front. That little thing, that little misunderstanding y'all had, that was last season. You corrected it then. You left it alone, but you held on to it. You let Kandi say to you, you let her say that. Why you didn't stick up for me? So now Monyetta got to prove something to Kandi by going after, to show her loyalty to Kandi by going after Marlo. And it's going to get draining because we would like to just see what you bring in, Monyetta. What's your storyline? What's going on with you? You know what I mean? Why you on the show?
Right.
You know?
Right.
She's going to lose herself.
Yeah, well, I'm not the one to kiss up to anybody. You know what I'm saying? I'm my own woman. I do what I want. I swing how I swing. I dress how I dress. Even my hair. I can't even do my hair like everybody else's. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's just like I'm a different cut. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You know, and basically I stick to myself. I do have a little circle. It's getting smaller, you know, but I just stick to myself. You know what I'm saying? And I don't need nobody to speak up for me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because I defend myself.
Right.
You know, so I don't get it. You know, I'm not a follower. I'm a leader. You know, so everybody who's rallying behind, you know, and I love Kandi, but everybody who's rallying behind her, you know, Kandi got, you know, she got a smart mouth, you know, and she's a spitfire. You know, she don't need no help in no battles.
Nope. You see that she said she wanted a headbutt. The last season, episode, she said she wanted a headbutt. Headbutt.
Marlo. That was so funny. But
Yes, and you know
Marlo
what?
is
I
just coming.
googled.
I guess
Yeah,
Marlo
I
decided
googled how tall these women are.
exactly
Those
how.
are some tall women. I think Kandi was like 5'3", and
Yeah,
everybody was
how is
like
she gonna headbutt
5'11".
Marlo with Marlo being as tall as she is? How is she gonna do that?
That's just
But
how angry she
she
was.
was, and Marlo, she can't even be around Marlo at this point. I guess
But
Marlo
Marlo
decided
was smart keeping her hands behind her back because you
she
kept hearing Drew
was
with that word aggressive, aggressive,
aggressive. Yeah,
aggressive. What
yeah.
do you think that was about?
I don't know, but the only way she could have headbutted Marlo was she would have had to
To
take her
jump up.
knees out first to reach her head. You know what I'm saying?
Lord.
So
So she want to be rude, talking about I don't want to sit near Marlo. How you know Marlo don't want to sit near you?
yeah, that you know,
That's childish to me.
she didn't come into that meeting with the purest intentions because she was still holding that grudge. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I knew that wasn't gonna turn out right.
So that's Kenya's new boo. Oh, he looked like a Chippendale dancer or something.
Wow.
He's
I
cute,
wanted to
but
talk
he looked
about
like a
the.
Chippendale dancer. Like he be like taking it off.
I don't think he's her type. You think he's her type?
the the fact that she always mentions this guy every episode, and we've never seen them like together. They just always put this picture. It's beginning to irritate me. Like, why always this picture? No
The
other
same
picture.
picture.
None. No other one.
I think he's going to be on one of the episodes though, but somebody did say that when you go on his Instagram, you don't see anything about him or her on either one's Instagram. So who knows?
It might be fake,
Are you
but
sure it's not a storyline?
it
Like,
might be.
she's just buying him for the storyline. Like, okay, I want to use you as a storyline for the show. I don't have anything because Kenya doesn't have any story. Nothing. The only
Her and
storyline
Sheree's
she
good for
has,
that.
the
I
only
thought he,
storyline she has is causing more issues and coming at Marlo on behalf of Ken, on behalf of Kandi. Nothing
Yep.
else.
Yep. Yep.
yeah, that
And
doesn't
Absolutely
look
right.
like a, it
what
doesn't
what
look
made
like
me
a real
always
couple.
laugh and I felt like was when she said she wanted to talk to her ex-husband, that she wanted to use his embryo to get pregnant. I was like, is this lady serious?
So was she? So how does that work? Is she going to take him to court for child support? If they're not together, but you're going to use my eggs, and are you going to force him to pay child support with the new baby since? You want him, and maybe he don't. Oh, he signed that paper, right?
Right.
You know what? When you said that, didn't you hear her say the contract that we have? I didn't understand what she meant by the
Yeah,
contract
he
that we
signed
have.
the paper.
Yeah, did she slip up and say the wrong thing?
I don't know. I thought she was
I
talking
think I
about
think
he
what she meant
signed.
was that they have a
The
contract,
with the
and
facility?
after the
Yes,
Like
with
who's the
probably
the
that if
contract
they
insurance
should
with?
and
go
stuff.
their separate way.
But why would you have a contract if you're married to this man? She said the contract that we have is if we things don't work out, why say contract? Just the wording just sounded suspicious to me. But I think she really liked him. She really liked Mark.
No, she
And
did. She did
yes,
like she did like
boy,
him,
he guess he did a
but it was
number on
obvious
her.
he didn't reciprocate the same likeness for
Say
her.
that again?
It was obvious that the likeness she had for him was not reciprocated by him.
Not at
Right.
I didn't
all.
feel that the level of love she has for him was the same level he had for her. It was obvious. I wasn't even
Yeah.
surprised when they said they were getting divorced. That was how bad it was. I wasn't surprised because for me it was like, when was it going to happen?
I think
That's
because
how I
her
felt.
and Shereé are older and at death, they lead with desperation, and men can feel that. A man can sense your weaknesses, or stuff like that, and that's a turn off to men. I know a weak man is a turn off to me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I think, kid, she got fired because of that before. Remember, she got fired because of her fake storyline with that man.
Oh,
That's when she,
Walter
yeah, that's when she came back with
with
the baby
Walter.
daddy.
Oh, I
That's
thought.
his name, Walter, the one that bust the window and all that.
Oh no, no.
Matt.
I thought you was talking about way.
Matt.
I thought you was talking about way back
No,
when.
no, no. I'm talking about when she got fired this last time. She got fired
Oh,
because
okay.
of the fake storyline with the man. Remember, he came out and blasted her.
Matt, the young man.
Uh
Yeah.
huh.
Yeah.
So my thing is, her and Shereé are good for these fake storyline boyfriends. Y'all look desperate, but I'm looking at you two. What is wrong? If you're beautiful, you got money, uh, 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 and stuff like that. Why can't you keep a man? What's really going on?
You know,
Dean S said on the comment section, look, if you have been harassed by Marlo like Candy has, you wouldn't want to sit next to her. I feel like it's karma. Candy did the same thing to Nini.
Hmm.
I don't know. She literally did the same thing that Marlo is doing to Candy, to Nini. So I feel like it's like karma. She has to pay for all the things she did to Nini. I don't. That's why I don't feel bad for her whenever Marlo is coming for her. Because yes, I might say Marlo is extra, but I feel like it's like you've done the same thing to somebody else. So why are you feeling offended if they're doing it back to you?
Yeah, and Phaedra, and Portia. She was really cruel to both of those ladies.
Uh-huh. Candy could be very mean.
Oh, you mean Candy? I thought you meant Marlo. I mean, I thought you meant Kenya. Kenya was getting karma. Who did you say is getting karma? Kenya or Candy?
Candy.
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 Oh, okay, okay. Disregard what I said then.
Yeah, Candy, she could be very mean and cold, which is true.
wow.
But they throw shade at each other. I just don't think Marlo's the word. Maybe I know I'm probably one of the few. And like I said, I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of Marlo's. I don't want nothing bad to happen to her. I actually am glad that she does have her nephews. Because it does take a village. My grandmother helped raise us, but I think she gets the I think she gets the bad end of the stick. I don't think she's just as bad off because of the things she say. It's no worse than what anybody else says. I really don't think she's as bad as they stretching it out to be. I think they're really throwing 10 on 10. Like, oh my God, you heard with Mark? Like she's the worst one of them all. We done heard about sex dungeons. We done heard about this, that. Marlo is not the worst in the world. Stop it.
Right, and I like Marlo a lot. I really like her. I think they don't respect her. They probably don't feel that she
Right.
deserves a peach.
Yep.
And
Yeah.
Yep.
yeah, and the
Yep.
way
She
they
is not
behave
that
in
bad.
right, she's not the
And the way
stuff he
Drew
was.
Drew was saying, okay, you can go on.
No, go ahead, go ahead.
And the way Drew said, "Oh, I just think Marlon needs a hug." I'm like, that was condescending. Did she tell you she was in need of a hug?
Yeah. But
So,
when
and the
when
fact that Drew says all these things in the absence of Malu to rile people up, then when Malu is there, she's like, okay, let me just watch it play out. And the way that Marlo and Drew didn't, and sorry, Candy and Mal and Drew did not allow Marlo utter any before she said anything, they were already like the bomb blazing at her. She was like, let me talk. Let her talk. And the way and there was a word Kenya used for Malo. I can't really remember, but I felt like that was literally Malo did not insult you. Malo didn't say anything back to you, but you can alter all these words. Then you call her like very bad names. But when
Bottom something, bottom B or something
yeah,
like
but
that.
I can't remember exactly what she said. And but if it was Marlo that said that about her, we wouldn't hear the end of it. She literally said that word like about 3 or 4 times
yeah,
when she was walking out.
I think
If
Kenya.
Marlo had turned back and said something to her, it would have been, "Oh, she's from the ghetto. She's this. She slashed somebody with a knife. She's aggressive." But you all are the aggressive ones. They
Mhm.
only pick up on Marlo's aggressiveness and forget they are also aggressive. That's that. At this moment, I don't care what Marlo is saying, whether it's true about Candy or not. But I feel like allow her speak, allow her say her own thoughts. Then you can do whatever you want to do. But don't try to shut her down and make opinions of what she's thinking. That's just my own.
It was pretty rude, for them not to give her her chance to speak and say her mind. I mean, it was between Candy and Marlo, so everybody, all that outside noise, I felt that Shereé should have shut it down because that was her luncheon.
Mm-hmm.
She should have been like, hey, hey, hold it, hold it, hold it, hold up. You go ahead and say what you got to say,
Mm-hmm.
you know. But
I
hey,
don't think Marlo's aggressive. I don't think nothing she did was aggressive. I don't care how tall she is. I done fought with big bees, okay? It don't matter the size. She kept her
right,
hands behind her back.
yeah,
She bringing it like they bringing it. I don't think she's aggressive.
no,
I can actually say Candy is more aggressive than Marlo.
yeah,
Do we have to run the
Yes,
clip back? Do we got to run the clips
yes.
back?
she's
Good
a
point.
firecracker.
She's
Candy
worse than a firecracker. They be
is a
ready to have
firecracker.
security there for when Candy's ready to go off.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on in her life, but baby, you got to fix it.
Do you guys believe that Sheree was really going to cry, or do you think that she was just faking?
Maybe because it don't have to be about that though. She could have was gonna cry because everything in a whole. You know what I mean? She know her clothing line's cheap, ain't really going nowhere. Her little fake relationship crumbled.
Wow.
Um, she don't know what her spot's gonna be on the show. It's a whole bunch of things. So I can see her crying for a
It
whole
could have
bunch
been
of
something
reasons.
else.
I can see her crying for a whole bunch of stuff.
I don't know. It's just when she started crying, then as soon as she started, the waterworks were off. Like, who does that? I can't do that.
No.
If I'm gonna cry, damn it, I'm gonna cry.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And if I'm crying in the midst of crying and I'm talking, you're gonna hear my voice cracking and you know,
Mm-hmm.
makeup running.
I'm at least glad Marlo got friends on the show because on Huntsville, Mel had nobody. So at least Marlo got a couple people,
Yeah.
on her
Yeah, she
side
does. And
because it's
Sanya,
lonely.
It is, and Sanya seems sincere. Like, I saw her being interviewed. She said that she and Marlo talk every day. And Marlo is
Yeah.
really sweet.
Yeah, and
It's real
I
fast.
respect that about. That's the only thing I respect about seeing you. Let me put it that way. The only thing,
Uh,
okay?
uh,
Chopsticks can go somewhere. All right,
look,
Not chopsticks.
chopsticks can go somewhere. She look like two chopsticks. Let me tell you something.
Oh
Sonia
my
can.
goodness.
She just like she's so fake and phony. It's really, it's like all of it. Her storyline felt flat. It felt flat, and
With the
she's
family.
oh, that was that was all the plan, right? But what her
mm,
sister didn't realize is once you got your second contract, now you want to put us out, but you're the one moved us here for your storyline.
Right.
Now you don't need us no more. You secured your spot. Now you want to put us out.
wow, that's wrong.
Yes, that made no sense how when we first met her, like you said last season, oh, my family's coming to live here. They're gonna be staying here. And now all of a sudden, business is going so well with the husband. Oh, he's so handsome. Where is he? We haven't seen him in weeks. But
Mhm.
now you're right, the family, now we're ready for you guys. So then who's gonna watch the son? Because her sister seems to do a good job. Her boy is
Exactly.
around the same age. It just all seems to work.
Yeah,
Who's
who's
gonna be,
gonna cook?
entertaining him?
Yeah.
I can live like that. I can live with my family like that. I love stuff like that because I grew up. My grandmother has 17 kids. I grew up with a big family, and the cousins and stuff. So I don't see a problem with that part, but only if it works for you and your husband.
Right.
One of us can't be unhappy because that's just not fair. And if he say he didn't want them there, then she gotta do what she gotta do. I get it, but you give them time. You don't just spring stuff on people like that. They came from a whole nother state.
Yeah,
Right,
whole nother
and they
country.
work for you.
They work for
So
you.
income-wise, what are they gonna do? The sister does hair though, right? It's like, what is the husband gonna do?
And I don't like how Sonya always throwing up in her family face. I brought y'all on. I'm giving y'all jobs. I'm putting money in y'all pocket. Like, stop it. Don't you want your blessings? You don't
Good
get your
point.
blessings from God for helping people and then throwing it up in their face every second of the day.
Yeah, I wouldn't even want that kind of help.
I'll throw it in your face. I'll rip it. I can have nothing. Tongue dragging to the ground. I will throw it in your face before I accept anything to make me feel like a peasant.
Right.
So I'm
But
over here like I
but
gotta stop drinking coffee. I drink 7 cups of coffee a day. I got to knock it off.
Woo.
but sincerely, do you guys think there will be any more storyline? Because looking at next week's preview, I'm like, we are going back to She by Sheree. I don't think there's any, because they've tried to stretch out this Kandi and Marlo's fight, and they're like it's getting uninteresting by now. And now we're going back to Kandi and Sheree, literally dragging about the fact that Kandi is talking about She by Sheree shutting down. I'm like, is that all old news? Old battles? Why are they bringing it out in episode 8?
Yeah, is
Good
her site
point.
up? Is her site up now?
I don't know. No, no, no. It's up, but I think it's not the stuff that was on the runway, and that's what they keep saying. Like that's Shane stuff, Shine or whatever that
Oh,
clothing line is. They're saying her stuff is not really her stuff. Like she ain't sketching it out. It ain't like her real style. Her,
yeah, because
Right,
the
and it's
stuff
very
I
expensive.
I I was curious and went to her website. And the same stuff I could find in these little
Targets.
stores around here. Yeah, I seen it in her line, and I was like $245. I was like, shh. Hey, you don't know what a girl could do with 245. I could turn that into 10 outfits.
That's my
Yeah,
cable bill.
yeah. I'm just saying, I could turn it into 10 outfits plus the shoes plus the accessories. So, like, I'm not about to go spend that kind of money, and it just looked ordinary.
And Candy told her in her face too. That ain't your real clothes. So why would you like? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. You didn't support me, girl. Please.
Mm.
I don't know. It's just flat. It's really running flat. I don't like Kenya at all. I never liked Kenya. I tried in the
Mhm.
beginning, but
Mhm.
she throws the rock and hide her hand, and she really does think she's better than people. She has that snootiness, and I don't like that. So I don't like Candy, but I'm pulling for Marlo, and I really hope she gets continued therapy and gets the help she needs because she went through a lot growing up. Candy needs to get her stepdaughter. She needs to get her daughter. She needs her mama and them on that show. She needs to talk about the real issues, how your stepdaughter don't like you or your mama, how y'all can't mingle. That's your storyline, Candy. That's real life in your house. You understand? Um, in this Shereé business, Shereé just needs to be a friend of the show. She don't need no peach. She's a do drop in girl. And Kenya needs to get off the show altogether, her and Sonia.
Mm.
That's what I feel. They need to
Yeah, yeah.
recast. They need to bring Portia back. I like
Yes.
Phaedra, but Phaedra's over there with Married to Medicine. Stay over there, boo. That's where your money's at. You got Married to Medicine money, and that's where you need to stay.
Mm.
But I would take Nene back.
Oh
I
yeah.
take Nene back.
Oh yeah.
We
Nene
will all
Portia.
take Nene back.
I don't
Yeah,
want
I
Kim
love
back on the
Nene.
show. I do not want Kim back on the show. To me, that's promoting racism when y'all blatantly know she's racist. I don't want Kim back on that show.
Mm.
But I think we're gonna get her. Good Lord, we're gonna get Kim.
Oh wow. So
And
why
that's
you
gonna
say
be
I
she's
trouble.
racist? What happened? I missed a lot. What happened?
What
Racism? What happened?
Oh yeah, Kim Zolciak. She had a nanny that was black and used to treat her like a dog. And
Oh, you talking about what was her name?
Kim Zolciak.
Yeah, no, I'm talking about her little
Sweetie.
sweetie. Yeah, sweetie. Well, sweetie was a damn fool because
But we got a lot of,
I
we
wouldn't have been
got
taking
them.
all that
You watch Black
abuse.
Titanic with the porch ones and the field ones. We got a lot of that, and that's what Sweetie allowed Kim to treat her like that.
Yeah,
Because
see.
I would have quit. I would have been like, I quit. But ladies, I gotta go. I gotta go make a run real quick. I am so happy I at least caught y'all for a minute. I love talking to you ladies and supporting
Well,
y'all. And
Thank you
congratulations again
so
on your
much.
job.
And good luck with your job. Yes.
girl, I'm nervous. I'm nervous.
You're gonna
Don't
be fine.
good luck
But
with your job.
I will go through my fight through my fears, you know? You can't
Yeah, you
just
got it.
cave in. Got to get back out there in the world.
All right, babe.
All right,
All
y'all.
right.
Ciao.
Bye bye.
Bye. Oh. Anyway, what's your summary? Because it will soon be ending the line. What's your summary about about this whole episode, today's episode, and what you hope to see in next week episode?
Could you please repeat that? I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. I said, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, I said, what's your summary of today's episode? What was your high moment, your low moment, and the moment you felt like, okay, I would have done without watching that. It was useless. And I don't know if you watched the clips for next week's episode. What are you anticipating to watch or get the full details about in next week's episode?
Um, there really, excuse me, there really wasn't too many highlights. Like I said from the beginning when we started, it was just sprinkled little stuff in. I give kudos to Shereé for even trying to get the girls together, but I knew it was gonna be a mess. You know what I'm saying? Because they have incognite listening skills. They don't know how to listen. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I knew that was gonna be a mess. All the arguing and bickering and everything, and name calling and yeah, it was just a mess. You can't solve anything if everybody's talking and everybody is screaming. Somebody has to listen. You have to listen, observe the words that somebody's saying to you in order to comprehend what's going on. So it was none of that. Um, and anticipation for the next show. I don't know. I just hope that I'm not gonna be bored to tears where I gotta keep rewinding the TV, to try and make sense about what's going on. I'm just hoping that it gets better, because it was pretty boring this time.
Yeah, the only thing I remember before the brunch was just Candy and Sanya getting together and Candy crying, of course, and then the brunch. And I don't know if you guys noticed, those scenes were so chopped up. It was like just someone could be in the middle of talking, and as soon as they ended their sentence, I think when Drew first came in to the brunch, then all of a sudden Drew was sitting at the table talking about something to the ladies. It's like she was just standing there. Now she's sitting at a table talking. It's like they cut out some stuff.
Right.
But yeah, there really wasn't much going on. And even with the brunch, just, Kenya saying things about Marlo. I think Marlo was trying to get a moment, going outside because she ended up coming back in. But at least she kept her cool. I think they were probably trying to expect Marlo to curse people out or to get upset and yell and scream, and she didn't do that. So they may have been disappointed because they didn't get that reaction out of her. But boy, Candy, oh, she is so angry with Marlo. I guess she did not expect that Marlo was going to come for her this season. She
Yeah.
seems just totally taken that by surprise that Marlo did that.
Yeah, but you can't
Yeah,
expect
it's
everybody to be the same type of friend that you are. You just can't expect that out of people.
I just think Candy just wants everybody to worship her. And I think Marlo is over that stage of worshiping Candy. I think she's over the stage
Right.
at this
And I think
moment. And
and and
yeah,
I'm over Candy. Like, why is she still on this show? I've been saying that for the longest. Like the Ladon just said that it's time to bring some new people in there. What is Kenya's story? It's always the same thing. We still don't know about this the real details of this marriage and this divorce. I want to know about that. I don't care about the hair care line, the spa. I don't care about any of that. What else? What is really going on in your personal life? And then to see her when she's away from the girls, you see how she broke down crying in the doctor's office. It's like it
Yeah.
just seems to be like the weight of the world is on her shoulders in her personal life, and we don't know what is really going on.
Right.
yeah. Actually, I was shocked when I was shocked when Candy was crying. In today's episode when she was with Saya about her cousin. I was like, I didn't understand the storyline, but I didn't understand how painful that would have been for her. I just felt like you don't tell us your story, you don't come up here and say things about you. And it felt as if it really pained her, like it was something she had to grow out of. I wish we could have that kind of Candy that would be open, that will be out there, not expecting everywhere to be closed up, but you expect others to give what you are not giving. That's not fair on every other person on the show.
Yeah. I kind of understood where in a way I understand how Candy is. She's hard on the outside. You know what I'm saying? And she has to be tough. You know, I'm a short woman myself. you know, and we gotta be tough. You know, Candy ain't no punk. She's gonna open her mouth, say what she gotta say. She's not a crier. Because I feel like this way sometimes. For me as a female to cry brings it makes me feel like I'm weak. You know what I'm saying? So it takes a lot to make me cry, but when I do, like, bam, you know what I'm saying? So I mean, I get that, and then she was talking about her brother, how her brother passed away, because I think her brother was murdered, if I'm not mistaken, like right before she got with, or when she got with Jermaine Dupri, and they first formed the group. I think her brother got murdered. You know,
Yeah, she said she was more than yeah.
yeah. So I mean, grief is grief. It's gonna come out when you don't really expect it to. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I kind of get Kandi in certain ways, but then, certain ways she's got to learn how to deal with her anger because, whoo, she's gonna end up in jail or something. Somebody's gonna press a charge. And
Well,
I hate to see her get hurt.
yeah. Well, I just hope the episodes gets better. I I literally hope the episode gets better because I think I'm losing my mind having to watch the show over and over again. I am, but I'm still putting up my hopes high that it's gonna get better.
Mm.
Probably later on at the ending time, it's gonna get better. Well, do you have any other thing to say, Shop Reality, before we come to an end?
Oh no, not really. Oh well, just to echo what you said about next episode, like okay, Sheree and Candy are going to be talking about the clothing line, but what else do we have to look forward to? That is the big question. Still waiting to see what does Courtney do to solidify her as a cast member. We haven't seen it, but I guess she must have done something because I still don't know at this point why is she a cast member? She hasn't brought anything these last few episodes. Just she's just Marlo's friend, I guess. Someone for Marlo to
Yeah,
film with. Is that what it is?
I literally. Well, let's just see whether a storyline is gonna come at the ending. Let's just be watching because there must be a reason why she's on the show.
Yeah.
There
Hopefully
literally has to be
it's
a
some of
reason.
her life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Anyway, guys, thank you guys for joining us today. Make sure you subscribe to our individual YouTube channel. Remember to click on the subscribe button on ShopRite TV YouTube channel and also Unfiltered Uzo YouTube channel. We'll see you guys next
Okay.
week.
All right. Have a
Bye.
good
Thank you. That was
one.
so much fun. See you guys
Yeah.
next time.
All right.
Bye
Yeah.
bye.
Bye.